Coming from Heart Machine, the team behind Hyperlight Drifter, Solar Ash has you skating across the backs of giant monsters as you explore a mysterious and jumbled broken world. It bears unmistakable inspiration from Shadow of the Colossus, but there's greater emphasis on platforming, level design, and characters. The bosses are high points for sure, but they aren't the only reason to embark on this strange journey. You play as Ray, a young Void Runner who has come to the center of a black hole to try to stop it from devouring her world. Separated from her squad, she has to search the remains of planets that have fallen before to reconnect conduits, powering a device called the Starseed, which resembles a giant needle thrust into the Void's core.
Hello, user. We are SID, Centralized Yottabyte Database, awaiting input.
For a game that's often desolate and filled with more of the dead than the living, there's a fair amount of story and character interaction throughout. Not only can you get caught up on past events by asking questions of your AI companion Sid, there are also logs left by other Void Runners and a handful of characters you meet along the way. Each of these acquaintances has their own side quests to complete, some humorous, some profound, but strong writing and acting make each personality memorable in their own way, particularly Auric, a mushroom gardener with a hand for poetry.
Elders who dream in crepuscular infinity, part the eternal veil and enlighten me.
Meanwhile, the central plot is enigmatic and melancholy, but not entirely bleak or cryptic either, coming to a satisfying and thoughtful conclusion. In order to power up the Starseed, you need to travel to the surrounding areas, clearing away masses of black organic matter, simply referred to as anomalies, which then awakens that region's boss. Pinging the area shows you temporary waypoints for each anomaly, and reaching them requires a fair bit of platforming, rail grinding, and grappling to cross gaps. While Ray can walk at a normal pace when you want to take things slow, you spend much of the time skating and boosting your way among the clouds. There's an almost Mario Galaxy element to the level design as you cross bits of floating landscape, and gravity is relevant as structures twist and turn in different directions. Zipping from platform to platform at full speed can be satisfying, but with such vertical heights, it's easy to fall great distances as well. Thankfully, in areas where you're called to climb ever higher, there are also extra paths to open up, providing quick shortcuts back from ground level. The stages themselves only get more interesting and complex as you progress. One has you surveying city skyscrapers, climbing a clock tower, and navigating twisted transit lines, while another has mushrooms growing amidst giant bones, with a foreboding cathedral at the center. Deep inside, dark caverns require you to attack glowing mushrooms for light and seek color-coded spores to unlock doorways. Locations are more than just set dressing too, with many buildings feeling like they have meaningful stories to tell. There are also minor collectibles to keep you exploring. Bits of plasma scattered everywhere are used to repair broken shields, while logs from other Void Runners also grant you new suits, each with its own perks. General combat is fairly simple. There's a slashing melee attack, and you can slow time to grapple onto an enemy from medium range. A quick flurry or two will dispatch most foes, and it largely comes down to speed. Ray can't take a lot of hits, but if you rush in, you can strike before they have a chance. There are a few sniper-like enemies that require a bit more caution, but the main emphasis on combat comes with anomalies and bosses. To remove an anomaly's black sticky presence, you have to do a bit of cosmic acupuncture, targeting a series of nerve endings in order to open an eyeball, stabbing it to clear the gunk away. The trick is that you have to hit all the points in quick succession. As soon as you start the sequence, a meter counts down, and if you take too long, the target's body temperature will heat up, burning you off if you're touching it, and resetting things back to square one. The result is a puzzling race as you try to figure out how to skate, jump, and grapple your way around each sprawling mass. Boss fights play out similarly, but on a much larger scale. Like Shadow of the Colossus, you first need to intercept the boss and find a place to start. Then you skate across its bones, slashing and grappling weak points as you circumnavigate its body. Fully taking it down requires 3 separate runs, each with different routes, and the final run has its skin burning hot so you can't slip off the bones for even a moment. It's an exhilarating experience with a fantastic sense of scale, and there's a greater emphasis on platforming, speed, and just absolutely nailing a run. If you make even a single mistake, you'll be tossed off and have to start over. While it's nice that you have to practice and really learn a course, there are moments that it can also be frustrating. It can be easy to unexpectedly lose momentum or miss a jump simply because the perspective makes it hard to judge distance, and if you have to repeat a run too many times, it starts to lose its magic. Bringing this all together is an aesthetic that resembles the cover of an old sci-fi novel with pink grass and green skies. The turquoise clouds beneath your feet bulge and branch in various directions, and you're often able to see far into the distance with bizarre silhouettes tantalizing you with what's to come. Outside of boss fights, the music is often sparse and dour, contributing to a sense of loss and isolation. With a first run taking 10 hours or less, Solar Ash is a focused affair that delivers on its vision without getting distracted by extraneous missions or checklists. The scale of its massive creatures pairs well with strong level design and interesting characters. It's hard to avoid comparisons, but bold visuals and a sense of agility help separate Solar Ash from its inspirations and provide a surreal journey that's all its own. Final score, 8 out of 10. Want to get more of our thoughts on games beyond reviews? Check out our Frame Trap podcast every other week with deep dive discussions on games we're currently playing and more. Everything we do is made possible by generous viewers just like you. Check out patreon.com/easyallies to help us make more. For just $1 a month, you can gain access to weekly updates, spoiler discussions, and exclusive shows.